Welcome to Earth. We are in the year 2024. Please design who you want to look like for the rest of your entire life. This obviously can be changed at any moment in time.
I wish. I wish.
Ignoring that silly intro, Earth's character design sucks. As much as I'd like to be a ghostly apparition with natural blue hair, eyeliner as a cool birthmark or something, and biologically occurring metal in my body as a bridge piercing, unfortunately that's not how Earth's character design works. Unlike a lot of games with major mystical designs, we have none of that. We have no horns, no elf ears, no tails, wings, etc, etc. There's no real distinct character customization. It just gives you a random character at the start of one run that you can't design in the slightest with arbitrary stats. What you get is what you get. Now, I have a problem with this. Some of the most important things that change your life together is caused by something called genetics. Like, okay, what's that about? Genetics controls our character customization. First thing we do is grow up, but how much? Height is a defining factor in some of our lives. Being very tall or short comes with both limitations and advantages. You can unlock certain items by reaching high or really low shelves, and if you're in the average height, well, yeah, no real benefit, sorry to say. Sometimes genetics can glitch out, so we can be born with an extra set or one less set of fingers or limbs. And other than being able to cosplay Sanford Pines, I don't know what else you can do with 6 fingers. And I imagine people who have 4 fingers or less, I would hate the struggle of holding a pen. This is a forced character customization that none of us really asked for. It sucks much worse when you realize some of our glitches can be fixed with pay-to-win mechanics that most of us just can't access. The human body just sucks and can do the most random things sometimes. Imagine you're just about to fall asleep on the very edge of just passing out, and suddenly it's as if you just fell off the Eiffel Tower. You twitch really hard and now you're completely awake. This is what's called as a hypnic jerk, and it's apparently on purpose to see if you're still alive. I think it's just the developers messing with us. This is just bad character design, being given excuses when actually it's just an unfixable bug. It doesn't help either when you also have a debuff of insomnia. The mechanic just doesn't work, so you're unable to fall asleep. Human health. It doesn't make any sense. First of all, we don't even have a health bar, so we just have to assume we're okay most of the time without knowing that we're not. Your appendix can just explode. That's a thing. Why aren't we questioning that? Your intestines can create a blockage for fun. Your lung can just stop working out of nowhere. You can die from a sneeze. Now, not to put the terror in anyone, as these are quite rare, but every single day that we survive, we can just spontaneously combust. But we just have to ignore that that's a possibility and try to keep moving. We can survive an iron rod through our skull, but sometimes we can't survive from a basic fall. Suddenly, we're done for. My theory is that whatever luck we roll when we were born is how much health we have to spare. So we can survive being stranded in the ocean, freezing and boiling temperatures, losing limbs and organs, and somehow, you know what pain bests us every time no matter what? Paper cuts. These things are the worst, and you're just in pain constantly for no reason. And what is aging about? The game doesn't care how safely or skillfully you play. Your character gets killed no matter what. And throughout the game, aging gives you more and more permanent debuffs. When you reach the teen part of your life, majority are now dealing with a boss battle every day on their faces called acne, which makes us struggle even more with our character design. Some people still struggle with acne even in their adulthood, which is just worsened with more debuffs, such as chronic back pain. You can't do anything to win the game, really. Every character's plotline is so chaotic and different that we just die in the middle of quests. The devs, I think, just couldn't have a bigger player base all online at once, so they just permakill us after aging us for more users to join after. Speaking of random weaknesses that we have, randomized debuffs. If you're one of the unlucky few with these debuffs, your game really screwed you over. If you have low render resolution and distance, unfortunately, you have to pay for an in-game item called glasses, or else you're stuck with the blur. You're stuck with it. This, unfortunately, isn't fixable and adds to your character design permanently unless you want to put silicone into your eye. This same debuff can be applied to all of the senses, however, it's not as bad if you're just a picky eater or can't smell things. 0 out of 10 game. Not fair. There's tons of different examples of this. Allergies don't make any sense either. So imagine you get shot by an arrow and survive, but as soon as you have a drink of milk, it's over. Like, what do you mean? Hey honey, I'm super proud that you survived falling off the cliff the other day. Here's a peanut to celebrate. It's just a bit silly. There's just no excuse for these debuffs. I'll list some things that shouldn't be a thing. Hiccups, tinnitus, random bruises, tip of your tongue phenomenon, etc, etc. We have to cope with what we're given by admiring other attributes that people have that they hate themselves. Okay, I'm being a bit blunt with that. This game, life, is meant to have all of us in another direction. A quest no other person may experience, going through life differently, seeing the beauty on what could be and who we truly are, regardless of what our character design is. Regardless of your character design and my rant, remember, this is the only shot we have, so live the life you have without worrying what you look like. Chances are everyone around you is also feeling the same way. That was really corny. All in all though, Earth's character design sucks. Terrible game. Oh, wings or some shit.